Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm back here at Ciocca Car and Truck Country of Flemington on the Dodge side of the business to take a look at a brand new 2023 Dodge Challenger RT. This baby in Go Mango, which is what this orange color is called. And we have the 5.7 liter V8 Hemi, an 8-speed torque flight automatic transmission, and the TA package to really bring some track action to this 2023 Challenger. So let's check this out, see what it brings to the muscle car market in its last model year for Dodge, and let's dig in. All right, the front end of this Challenger looking badass for sure. We have that Go Mango paint. We have that huge satin black decal that goes across the entire front hood with the hood pins. We have LED daytime running lamps, LED turn signals, and we also have cold air intakes where those 4-ways are going off. The center of that are the cold air intakes for the Challenger. The Challenger in that old-fashioned cursive script on the left side of the grille with fog lamps down below and a flat black or satin black front splitter. Looking really good on the front end of this Challenger. Wheel and tire setup on this Dodge Challenger. We have a 20-inch satin black wheel with the Dodge badge on the center cup, looking really good. We do have 4-piston Brembo brakes up front, Brembo brakes in the back as well. Tire size, well, we have Pirelli P0 tires, 275 on the width, a 40 series sidewall, 20s, all 4 corners, rear wheel drive. Full side profile on this gorgeous Go Mango Challenger for 2023. Now the Challenger design has been around a long time. They haven't redesigned it. This is this final model year before it goes out of production, so they made no changes really at all to the look of this vehicle. It is big, it is bold, it is brash, it is the definition, the epitome of a muscle car, and it looks fantastic. Let me know what you think in the comments. All right, as we move in closer, we have this TA decal that runs the entire length of the car. And then we have the blacked out fuel filler cap here on the left side, which looks cool. We have the side view mirrors in the Go Mango. Of course, TA standing for the Trans Am race way back when that Dodge was a part of. Rear end of this Challenger, we have that nice satin black or flat black deck lid spoiler coming off the top. The Challenger TA spelled out on the right side of that spoiler. We have LED lighting in the back as well with that name Dodge printed out. And then down below we have functional dual exhaust with that satin black diffuser area, looking really good on the back of this Challenger. All right, we're under the hood of this 2023 Challenger RTTA. And what are we looking at at a power plant here? Well, we're looking at an absolutely gorgeous 5.7 liter Hemi V8 engine mated to an 8-speed torque flight automatic transmission. If you choose, you can also option this engine with a Tremec 6-speed manual transmission as well. 372 horsepower, 400 pound-feet of torque. MPGs, 16 in the city, 25 on the highway, 19 combined. The engine's minimum octane rating is 91, so you'll need to use premium unleaded fuel. A nice little Easter egg that Dodge also gives you underneath the hood is this plaque. Right now it's got protective plastic over it, but this plaque that says Challenger Last Called, designed in Auburn Hills, Michigan, assembled in Brampton, Ontario, Canada. Pretty darn cool little plaque for you underneath the hood of this Challenger RTTA. All right, before we get into the interior of this 2023 Dodge Challenger RTTA, you're going to want to know, Mike, how much does this beast of a car cost? Well, Before I get to the total MSRP, one of the big packages on this vehicle is the TA package. Now the TA package is going to give you Alcantara Napa leather seat trim with the TA graphic. It's also going to give you the white face instrument cluster, gloss black instrument cluster with trim rings. It's also going to give you cold air intake system. It's going to give you the illuminated air catcher headlamps, gloss black grille, TA body side graphics like we've seen, the Challenger script grille badge. It's also going to get you the satin wrapped roof and deck lid, satin black painted hood, black fuel filler door, the Harman Kardon audio group with subwoofer. It's also going to give you your Harman Kardon 18 speaker premium audio system. And so it is a ton of stuff with the subwoofer. So it is a ton of stuff in this TA package. And then you have to add in your other options, which then become your remote start system, the tip start, the steering wheel mounted shift controls, the power sunroof that's in here, the extra money for the Go Mango paint, which is $395. So there is a lot of action going on here. This also has the Plus package that's going to give you like the heated and ventilated front seats. I mean, there's a ton of stuff in here. Too much to go over. I'll show you a picture, a close-up of the window sticker when we get done. But the total MSRP in this vehicle, including destination and delivery, $59,225. Let's check out this interior. Starting with the footbox, a nice large dead pedal, old style emergency brake right above it. Then we have aluminum finish on the brake and accelerator. We do have carpeted floor mats in here, but it would have been nice to see something like TA on it or Challenger on it. And then we have power seats, just the bottom for the driver with lumbar. The top adjustment or the back adjustment of the seat is manual, and we have manual adjustments for the front passenger. Nice leather with the stitching, Alcantara insert with the TA embroidered in to both front seats. Nice, soft and nice bolstering, nice soft headrest, good looking interior. Door panel action, well, we have nice soft touch up top with stitching, soft touch along the nice armrest with stitching. So we have a really nice looking armrest with the brushed aluminum door handle. It's an older design, but it still works. Then we have soft touch up here, it's soft touch below, and a nice big glove box. And then we have our 8.4-inch Uconnect 4. That's what we're still getting in here, where you're going to need to do your hookup for your phone for Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and that is going to be wired. You're also not going to have nav in this particular system. You'll have to get to your nav through your phone. But the most important thing is you got your performance control action, where you can set up your drive mode, line lock, launch control, set up how everything you want it if you're going to do your track day here in these performance pages. And we can dive deeper into those performance pages. It takes a second for them to load. More than a second for them to load. There we go. And now you're going to get your power, your current gear, G-force meter. You can add widgets. You can go up and down here, see what this action, dyno, if you want to dyno this engine. So they got a whole bunch of different action here in these performance pages. And then we get back out of here. We also have your heated and ventilated seats for the driver and the front passenger, Wi-Fi hotspot, all that action. Backup camera. There we go. Not the greatest, a bit older, but it does have trajectory, and it does take up the whole space. So that's not bad. Could be worse. It's integrated into the dash with 2 heat and air vents. We have the engine start-stop button right here. Now we have manual controls for your volume and your radio tuning, as well as turning the screen off, muting everything. Sport, super track pack action, which takes you, when you push that button, right back to this Dodge Performance control screen. So that's what that will do, and then we can just get back out of there again. But you got that action. You have your traction control off, sport. Down below here you have your dual climate control action, which is nice. And you can just stick it on auto and everything is going to be good. And then we have the gear shift to take you through this 8-speed automatic. Area for storage. 2 cup holders. I like this silver or gray trim instead of gloss black plastic. That looks good. And then you have your Challenger key fob right here. Unlock, lock, trunk, remote start, panic button. Says Dodge on the back. Would have been nicer to say Challenger, I think, but overall not bad. And then your center armrest, nice and soft with stitching. Open that up and you got yourself an aux jack, a couple of USB-A's and a 12 volt. So you got connectivity there. Challenger steering wheel, nice flat bottom steering wheel to give it some sporty action, plus help you get in and out of the cockpit of the car. We do have some nice satin black or charcoal gray trim down here. The Dodge badge on the horn button with some nice trim around it. Flat black on the switchgear on the left. Here are the controls for the digital portion of your dash, plus down here telephone voice commands right here. And then over here you have your cruise control action right here. Heated steering wheel controls in the center screen, where you have to use the center screen also for your heated and ventilated seats. But there is a heated steering wheel option in here. And if we go to the auto climate, where it gives you those, there we go. There's all your controls there on the screen for your heated ventilated seats and a heated steering wheel, just to make sure I've been right that it had a heated steering wheel. And now on the wheel, we have our paddles to go up and down this 8-speed Torque Flight automatic. On the left here, your windshield wiper action. And then down below, you can set your headlights, push in for fog lamps, brighten and dim the dash, pop the trunk. This is a electric tilting and telescoping steering wheel. And then in the middle, we have that nice dashboard. We have the old style white face gauges, analog gauges for your speedometer and tachometer, and then a small display in the center that's going to give you other information that you may need on your trip. So that is a nice action as well. So they got you covered. It's a really easy dash to see, and it's a really easy dash to use. So I'm really enjoying this, the way this is set up, and I love the old school feel to the dash. Let me know what you think about it in the comments. Overhead console, here's the space for your shades. Here's your non-LED dome lights right underneath that, and then your controls for our sunroof. The shade, however, is manual operation, so you have to push that back, and then you can just open it up with one touch. Very, very nice. And then you can close it up with one touch. Really, really nice operation. And then you just close the shade back with your hand. Visor, nice and soft with the vanity and the lighting. Does it slide? Yes, it does. And it also has an extra extension because it's such a big window, because it's only a 2-door vehicle. So they have the slide plus the extension for that side sun. That's a good job. All right, backseat action in this RTTA Challenger. They do have back seats. They look really nice, but I'm not going to fit, so I'm just going to show them to you. So to get this seat to move back, we just hit this button right here, and that will move up. But as you can see, even though the Challenger's a really big car, there's not a lot of leg space in there, and I'm not going to cram myself in here and try to film at the same time. But you have the same nice leather, you have the same Alcantara as well. Would have been nice to see those TAs embroidered into the back of the seat here. But then you do have a center armrest that is nice and soft with 2 cup holders, and in the back of the console we do have 2 heat and air vents. So they do have some action back here for you, but you're going to fit extra luggage or really little folks in the back of this Challenger TA. All right, trunk time in this Challenger. I'm sure you're all waiting to see how much stuff you can hold. You can pop the trunk from the key fob or from the dash, or you can come back here and right above the D in Dodge, there's a little button. You push that and now you lift the trunk up, and it's a huge trunk and it's a deep trunk. So this will hold a lot of stuff. There's the front license plate bracket. You're not putting a front license plate on my 2023 Challenger RTTA, that's for sure. But a nice, huge, large area for storage here in the back of this trunk. And then underneath here, there you go. You got your battery in the back, and then you got this massive Harman Kardon subwoofer. Now, I mentioned that this was part of the TA package earlier. It is not. This is a separate Harman Kardon audio system, premium audio system package with the 18 speakers plus the shoe subwoofer in the trunk, which is an extra $1,795. So I'll correct that now, but it's huge, but a great amount of space in the back of this Challenger. Here is the window sticker for this 2023 Dodge Challenger TA, basically an RT with the TA package and the Super Track Pack. Gotta love it, but I'm gonna get up close so you can see everything that is optioned into this particular Challenger. I usually don't do this, but this is a very important car considering it's in its last model year. And you can pause the video and zoom in to see everything that is optioned in here. But there you have it. There's the close-up. Now let's take this baby out on the road and take it for a spin. All right, we are on the road in this 2023 Dodge Challenger. RTTA with some big packages on it. 60 grand worth of Challenger. It is the last call for the 2023 Dodge Challenger Hemi V8. It's all over for the Challenger after this model year. So this could be the last time here on Shabby's Rides we take a look at a Challenger. And certainly this is the first time I've seen one in the Go Mango with all of the decals. And that hood is satin black painted, which is a really nice touch. But you're on these bumpy back roads. Stick it over to manual. Really nice pickup, this Hemi V8, and the torque flight really smooth, really nice and enjoyable to drive. This is a pretty beat up country farm road out here in Flemington, but I'm being jostled around in here, there's no doubt about that. But the suspension's well damped, handling is good, tires are providing enough stick, even though these are summer tires and it is a bit cool out today. But it has gotten up to about 50 degrees outside. So might be all right, but just really good handling. Really fun car to get behind and drive. Now it's a big car. This is the biggest of the muscle cars if you match them up against Mustang and Camaro. And unfortunately, after this model year, this one's going away, and so is Camaro, and Mustang will be the only one left. But this is a hell of a car, and I love big cars, so the bigness of the car doesn't bother me as much. Slow down again. See if we can see how it goes. In 3, 2, 1. Nice. Torque throws you back in the seat and you're off to the races. Is that sound out of that V8 awesome? I love V8 sound, and this one is badass under load. No, I didn't think it was going to be as fun, because when we did that rev standing still, it wasn't as loud as I thought it would be. But oh, look at this turn in, looking good on a big car. Wow. Steering sharp. Let's tighten everything up, a little sport mode action. Let's try this again. This is what we do on a drive on a muscle car. 3, 2, 1. Oh man, is this thing a ton of fun. Woo! Wow, you know, this thing can drive nice and composed in normal, and you can go about your daily commute. And then on the weekend, you can throw this thing in the sport, take it to the track with the super track pack on here, and just have a ball, or have a ball on the back roads, or wherever you live. Just a beautiful, beautiful driving Challenger, and I'm really going to miss these cars when they're gone. This is now going to become a piece of history. And even though people complain about how old and dated the Challenger is now, I think people are going to look back on this once it's gone and say, I wish it was still here. I wish it was still here, even in this form, even with this dated design. I think people are going to say, I wish this was still here, because it's such a good car and such a fun car to drive around on the roads. Now the turning radius is terrible, but it is a big monster car, so that's not surprising. And even accelerating slowly, just revving it out, is so much fun. You don't even have to be going fast. You can just go 0 to 30 and go slow and rev it out, and it's just fantastic. Oh man, is this a nice car. And I hope you can see the way I have the camera angled. I got the performance pages up where we're looking at our horsepower and what gear we're in and all that cool stuff. And you got your timers and your other gauges that you can look up, your G-force meter and whatnot. So they got a lot of good action in this Challenger for you to play around with. How smooth it is, how long those gears are, just fantastic. You know what, I'll give you the one-shot deal on the visibility. Visibility out the windshield is good, side glass is good, rear glass just fine. We have blind spot monitoring, cross traffic alert, lane keep assist, all that stuff is in here as well. You got the LED lighting up front and out back, so they got you covered with all of that stuff as well. And then you got a big, monstrous Hemi V8, and I know you can get a bigger one in here. You go 392, you can go all over the place with this thing as far as getting big engines. But this 5.7 liter is a ton of fun, and it's going to be your most economical engine to go with in this vehicle. And of course you can always go Tremec 6-speed in here as well if you want to do that instead of the 8-speed torque flight, which this one has. But this is tuned really well, engine's performing well, the torque flight's performing well, so I really like this. Now I've driven the Challenger RT with the Tremec and it's awesome. But if you're looking to take it out to the track, the automatic's going to be the way to go if you want to set times, unless you can really dance on your feet with the manual. going to come down here. We'll do our emergency stop now in 3, 2, 1. Look at that. Linear. Didn't lock up the wheels. Brakes were beautiful. The Brembos threw the anchors out. Looking great. And now back on it. Just amazing. God, I'm going to miss these cars. Ford's going to have the market all to themselves in 2024 when they have their new Mustang come out and there's no more Camaro and no more Challenger to compete with it. And it's not like Dodge isn't selling these. They're selling these in pretty darn good numbers. Mustang still sells more overall, but it's not like the sales on these suck. They're pretty damn good. And, you know, the dealerships are upset about it. I know customers I know that have Dodge Challengers are upset about it. And damn it, I'm upset about it because these cars are just glorious. And this muscle car era 2.0, which is coming to an end, unfortunately, has been fantastic. And these cars are fantastic. And I take my hats off to Dodge. I take my hats off to the Challenger for being such a great car over the years and giving everybody such enjoyment and fun. And I'm having a ball on this drive, and I hope you all are too, riding along with me here on the back roads of Flemington. Well, we're going to wrap up this Challenger review right here. So I want to thank Ciocca Car and Truck Country of Flemington for allowing the channel access to this 2023 Dodge Challenger RTTA for review today. I'd like to thank all of you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like. Please also consider subscribing and turning on that notification bell so you'll never miss another Shabby's Rides video. And I'll see you all on the rebound.